as much as any actual accuracy. We're underway here, of course, at Lawton Park, but I think we're going to go for a 3-2. Make it a bit of a goal fest, why not? Defending as Medafri's lost his man here, but Saeed can't quite find a way past Callum Goulding. He's definitely not the first player to experience that problem so far, as the ball's chested down here by Dave Sturton. A great opportunity. Fired just over the bar there. It's with Aaron Anderson. Long searching ball looking for Saeed, but Saeed doesn't quite have the height of... Oh, he's won the ball back here though from Medafri. That's a bad turnover. He clips the ball into his opposite foot. Wrist itch, goes round one, goes round another, hits the post. That was
which is difficult to come by at the moment.
I have to say, when I took on the role of commentary, I'll continue that as Mustadanagic fires a shot. The rebound falls to Saeed, but he's flagged offside. Another strong save there down to his left from Fraser McLaren. We know what Luke Burgess did with it as it's clipped in. It's very high, looking for Wayne Wallace again. It's up in the air. Will Templin find it? He does, but his headed effort isn't knocked wide as we head in to half-time. It's one thing that's always impressed me about this side is just generally fantastic interplay between the forwards and their attacking midfielder, who is, of course, Jordan Templin. Ball's come through to Luke Goulding. Can he open his account? He's clipped it across the face of goals, and the ball's cleared away there, as Goulding gives a lot of attention to Mustadanagic there. Breaks inside for Callum Goulding, who's up further than he usually is. He plays it out wide to his brother. That would be a nice moment for the mum. Covarrubias tries to fire the header on target, but instead it's about a Premier Builders Group advertising length wide. Perhaps the substitution of the day is happening, and who is it for? Steve Bayliss-White.
Johnny Cool, the fan favourite here at Langwarrin, will be coming on to play the Johnny Cool role, as previously stated. And it's Luke Goulding who's been replaced. Makes our job a little bit easier with just the one Goulding now on the field.
As Templin looks to clip a low one in, it's with the feet of Covarrubias. Bicycle kick effort, but couldn't generate the power. The ball crossed to him in not the most threatening position. You suspect that maybe they're not actually trying to get Wallace to head the ball in, but maybe clip the ball across the face of goals and create an opportunity on the ground.
Definitely looking for those second balls.
It's with Wallace now. He plays it back to Templin. Another interchange of pass. No offside. Questions of offside. Low, hard ground cross. Found Templin! That man, once again, every time, almost every time we come to Lawton Park, it's Jordan Templin with a low, hard, spectacular, powerful strike to break the deadlock. He is that X-factor player for Langwarrin.
Questions about offside early on there
goal
for Wallace, but clinically finished in the end by Jordan Templin, who continues his fine season here for Langwarrin after looking to get some better chances for sure.
See how that goal changes the complexion of the game. Stolovic picks the ball up on the edge of the area. It's with Templin again. Will he try another shot? He clips it in this time. Looked like Covarrubias was going to get in the end of it, but limps along the edge of the area. It's played through to... Looked like it was going to be a big opportunity there for Sahavdic.
Some challenge by Wallace there.
That was a good challenge, an important one.
Interesting to see just how longer the referee plays here. Time is up. 4 minutes of additional time has been played. He stopped his watch here. All from Burgess.
They do like to allow one last attacking chance of the game, but you have to wonder who that'll fall to.
And here we go.
There's the final whistle. Langwarrin back at home and back on the winning trail. 3 points against the Western Conference-based Melbourne Victory side. After a couple of weeks away from it, you finally managed to get yourself back on the winners list in the league. How good does that feel?
Yeah, you don't need many words for it. I think you can just see the energy in the room, and the passion they displayed today was brilliant, and great result. Fantastic to see for everybody.
And one thing that really caught my eye during the game, particularly as it ticked down to the end, was the continued effort and intensity in the game. You know, Jordan Templin in particular still, you know, busting out sprints in the last 10 minutes to press the back line. How pleasing is it for you as a coach to see that sort of consistent effort and intensity over the 90 minutes?
Well, I'm glad you saw it, because we spoke about that. We recognise that our potential effort hasn't been to the maximum over the last 3 weeks, and we spoke about that on Thursday, about let's really commit to working hard for the complete game. And I must say, things technically didn't come off at times today, but what I can't say is that the effort wasn't there. I found the effort and contribution from everyone today was superb, and football's a funny thing. You can't reward hard work. I think that's a given, and you've got a choice to work hard or not, and to represent this club you need to work hard. It's a matter of fact.
And do you think that sort of effort is a testament to the work that you and the coaching staff, or the focus you've given rather, to strength and conditioning over the course of the off-season?
Yeah, it's a massive component of it, but I feel that is a contributing component, there's no doubt, because it provides the capacity to do it. Furthermore, we had everyone fit and available today to play, which meant competition for places was high. But in reference to your question, it comes down to the mentality of the player. And irrespective of strength and conditioning, the way they prepared this week, the mentality they brought to the game today is what it's all about. And all the credit this week, and in particular today, needs to go to the players.
And I thought for large, you know, you feel free to disagree, but for large portions of the game, you know, controlled the possession, had a lot of good chances, and in the end, you know, probably good for the 3 points. Having said that, though, there were a couple of chances for Melbourne victory, and good chances at that. And so, with that in mind, you know, how does it feel for you when, you know, Fraser McLaren is making saves like he did in the first half there?
He's been a standout all year, and people don't always recognise the goalkeeper's influence on the game. The team's performance defensively in the first half at times was a bit off in terms of how we triggered and how we pressed. In the second half it was more condensed, it was done with more of a purpose and more consistent. They were dangerous today. We need to recognise their threats, and they were. They've got some potential and some nice quality in the team. We felt in control, there's no doubt. We can be better. What we're doing and we're lacking now is we're giving the ball away cheaply, and defensively we're having to work far too hard. So we need to modify that, and that comes down to discipline in and out of possession, but most of all, responsibility. When you have the ball, it's about discipline, it's about not giving it away and being reliable as a team member.
You brought Johnny, Tommy and Alex off the bench today. How good is it to have such a high amount of quality to be able to, you know, utilise off the bench?
Yeah, well, that's done by design. You're only as good as your squad, and the capacity to change the system late in the game and go into the back four. I thought Alex, when he came on, really demonstrated that Langwarrin work ethic and desire to win the game. His aggression to win the 50-50. His desire to support his teammates was brilliant. Johnny's always got that threat high and wide, which we wanted to expose because of their narrow diamond. And Tommy Amarzi, you know, he's had a big couple of weeks. He's played his first couple of 90-minute games, played for the club again on Tuesday night in an FFA Cup game that was difficult, and came onto the pitch today and kept it simple. Was very calm in possession, and just really sat there and protected the back four, and managed for us to get the result.